Welcome. Welcome to today's Achieve Mastermind Elevate Your Business call. Today is all about how to create testimonials that sell for you. The idea is this training series has been all about what do you need, to sell more at a higher level. Well, one of the things is showing people what other people say about you. So I'm going to give you lots of ideas today of how. I'm going to give you a simple system, first of all, and then I'm literally just going to show you examples of what I've done. And there's all sorts of ways to create testimonials. You can Google, you can YouTube, you can search on whatever platform you like to search on and find templates. But what I'm going to do today is make it pretty simple for you, ideally so you can remember forever and ever and ever and have it in your back pocket. So I'm going to show you some slides and we'll dive in. As a reminder, we're going to talk about testimonials that sell for you, so you don't have to work so hard. This training series is all about selling high-end services, high-end packages, high-end clients. Sell, 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 and all will be well, well, well. Now, we've talked a lot about before the sales call, during the sales calls, and even after the sales calls about what to do in order to elevate your conversion, attract more clients, and make it easier to create revenue over time. The last training today is this testimonials part. You'll see after the sales calls. So this is after really you have the client and you've worked with the client. So let's dive in. What I want to offer you is that when you choose to ask for a testimonial, or I'm going to show you a couple things you can do, is ask for permission to use something they may have said. Just ask without attachment. If they say no, it's okay. You don't want to, you never really know if they want to have their name out there on the internet, for example. Just we'll honor whatever they choose without any sort of, judgment, not taking it personal, anything. We just ask. And if somebody wants to, fine. And if they don't, that's okay too. That's just a reminder for you just to keep asking. It's just like sales. Keep asking for responses from your people about what it was like to work with you. Okay, I highly recommend you screen capture this, take a picture, write it down, whatever it is that works for you. But this is super simple. If you only had 2 steps to remember, it would be number 2 and number 4. Before working with Lila, after working with Lila. That's the simple. Ideally, they introduce themselves first. Number 1, hi, my name is, and this is what I do. This is something about myself in the world. I'm a mom, I'm a person from Colorado, I'm a business owner, I'm a whatever. Maybe they go deeper. It doesn't really matter. However they self-describe before meeting you, before working with you, and some sort of description of what was going on. So most people, I'll show you some of mine. I don't even have to tell you. I'll show you. I've got a whole bunch. I'm not really trying to self-promote here, but it was the fastest way that I could put together examples for you. This is really all you need. If you were done with the training today, you got enough. But I'm going to show you with a whole bunch of examples and just for the rest of the training today. It's cool. This is all you really need, though. The number 3 here is nice if they say, Lila introduced me to. So if you were working with me, you might say, Lila introduced me to how to create high-end packages and how to sell and how to speak and how to have the energy and in alignment with my, highest potential or something. Something like those words they would say. How do I know? Because I've asked a lot of times and I've got a lot of feedback. People made more money and felt better in their body and worked less time. And so that's I can claim that in terms of, what I do for people now because my people said it, not because I can just claim it. I know how to do it myself. I teach it. People get results. They say it. It all works. So it's often, this idea of edifying. These testimonials are edifying you. They're saying, hey, this person does a good job. It works. You can trust them. Number 4, after meeting you, what is the success that people feel? Are they out of pain? Do they have, more energy, better relationships, more money, lose weight, feel more connected and confident in what they're doing in the world? What is it that's changed for them? Because that'll relate to what you sell and what people will want from you. So just that's pretty much it. And then, and I always recommend that, if somebody's going to recommend you and give a testimonial, at the end, it would be nice if they did a recommendation, a call out sort of, say, hey, if you want help making money, if you want help, and I'll show you a couple things that people said for my stuff, with your posture, if you want help, speaking on some more stages, whatever, I recommend contacting Lila now. So what is it that for yourself that people would say? And if you don't know yet, just ask your clients and I'll show you how. It'd be cool. Just ask and they'll tell you. You don't have to think about it. And what's cool about this is it's actually really good for your own research, for your business, for your marketing language. So whatever they say is what you can use in your marketing language. It's really great. So there's lots of, uses for this in terms of selling for you, giving you information for your marketing language. And also your clients tend to like this because they feel valuable then to you if you ask for this. Okay. All right, we'll keep going. I'm just gonna now, like I said, I'm just gonna show you a whole bunch of examples. You choose what you want to do with your people. That's what I wanted to give you. Everybody's different. And in Achieve, there's a wide variety of entrepreneurs. And I want to cater to you for your type of entrepreneurship and your personality, your way of being, all of that. Let's give you some options. No reason to do one business one way. So one way you can do it, you can send out a survey. SurveyMonkey is a really wonderful service that's free. You can send out a survey. If you want to, same thing, screen capture, write this down, take a picture. Here's an example. You can see all the questions that I've included in my client survey. I have a bunch of these results. So over time, you start to see what people say. It's the same thing over and over and over, pretty much. And so I can, refine my message to meet my people where they are by listening to them. And that's what I offer for you is like, hey, let's get some testimonials from them. Then you can ask them if you could quote them. At the end of this client survey, I ask, if I want to use this for marketing, can I use your email? If so, put it below. No pressure either way, or something. So then if it's okay with them, then I'll actually contact them and say, hey, can I have a photo? And I'll show you what to do with it in a minute. But this is just to get some feedback. Some people you can use their quotes if you want to. Okay, this is one way. Highly recommend doing the survey of your people every once in a while, maybe once a year, once a quarter, once every 6 months, depending on how many people you work with over time. I don't work with as many people because I work with higher level long-term clients. But if you were somebody who had lots and lots of clients, you might do it quarterly. You can see here, number 1, what were you looking for when you started with Lila? When you signed up with Lila, what was your biggest challenge? I ask a few more questions. There might be like 8 questions or so. It's like a 4-minute or less survey. So it's super simple. Check it out. If you like surveys and you have people you want to send it to, even if it's 5 people, go for it. Get some feedback. People like to fill out surveys, actually, especially when they're short. Okay, here's some other ideas. You could create some quotes. Remember how I just mentioned get the photo from somebody? Hey, could I use a photo and say this quote that you put in this survey or you just said about me? Write it down. Could I use that? Just ask. And here's a couple. I put Robert Raven on here. Why not? And you just ask them, well, would it be okay if I use this? And if not, they'll tell you, and it's okay. No attachment. Cool. No pressure. I understand. I honor your journey. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, I honor your journey. We're all on a different soul path. I don't know what you want. You know, whatever you want, whatever I want. You do you, I'll do me. If you want me to share, cool. If you don't, that's okay too. It's all good in the hood, right? So that's what I want you to feel for your people. I go ahead and create these first and then send them to people. I say, hey, I created this. Would they be okay to share it? I don't know if you want your name out there. And usually people are fine with it because I work with entrepreneurs. Now, if you work with people kind of private, it might be different. Be mindful. This one, you know, talks about how I add value to speaking events. And I use this, you know, to get more speaking events, basically. So here's another one I've created. This is a body one of my clients and colleagues. She's actually a mentor of mine too. I've learned from her, and I'm in a program now of hers. But I helped her with her posture. In particular, she had some injuries over time, so I've reshaped her. We've reshaped her body, and she has more presence and power on stages. She speaks in bigger. She's done a lot. So, same thing. You can do something like this. This is a longer one. This is one of my early clients. He always has really nice things to say. He's had a really great journey since we've worked together. And so he always likes to say nice things. And, you know, he talks about the home, his family, his, you know, divorce, his stance, his business. So there's a lot here, but you know, he always has real nice things on my social media. I created something. I said, hey, can I use this? Is this okay? He says, yeah. So he's actually done even more. This is one I created a long time ago. I could probably put 12 more paragraphs from that. But this is something, if you have an audience that likes to see photos, if you want to put photos and graphics, like on your flyers or in a book or some sort of handout, or, you know, these are nice things. Or your website, I'll show you that in a little bit. Your website, that would be cool. So these are some ideas. Website, let's talk about that next. Isn't it interesting how things are flowing so next? So website and our application page. I'm actually going to show you my application page, not my website. I don't send people to my website that often, actually. I'm going to show you this in a minute if you just go to speakwithlila.com, but I'll show it to you in a minute. If you just go there though, that's where these are. That's where I'm pulling this from. These are just some of them. So you can see, same thing. I asked if I could use these. It'd be okay. And these are just some things people have said about, you know, my clients have said about working with me. This gives other people a feeling also of what it's like to work with me, because these words are their words. They're not my particular words. So, you know, if you read through 5 or more of these, you're going to get an idea of what it's like to work with me, probably. There's going to be some you know, similarities of energy, at least in words. So you can think about putting this kind of stuff on all your things as much as possible, more and more and more, using it for your marketing. And it's just a way to show people instead of tell people. Okay. Okay. Here's another one. I love this one. It's like new agey. It's not that new, but it's new agey, I think, you know, in terms of like, not spirituality new agey, but new agey in terms of like where we are today in the age of, you know, social media and the internet, is these like social proof. If somebody wrote something about you, so if you could be on Yelp, you know, that could be another way, but this is like you know, I'm on social media, so I pulled these, but you could be anywhere where people are talking about you. Screenshot that stuff if it's your clients, right? And then keep it. So I'm going to show you 2 slides. I have lots of these, okay? But I just want you to see a couple so you can see here. It's like what am I advertising here? It's like, oh, you know, business coach Lila, right? You know, epiphanies I've been helping somebody with. You know, somebody's got more calls scheduled. They have their first class tonight. They found my calling. It looks so cute. I love it. It makes me so happy. First sales call, 15K program, right? First client, sales call, group program client, 6-week program. I've wanted to create this for 5 years. Like these kind of things just really jazz me. up. So whatever your people are, if you have this, keep it in a, what I do is I keep all of this testimonial stuff. I'm going to show you more. But I keep it all in a Google Drive folder. So keep it somewhere where it's like your captures, these screen captures, you know, any sort of testimonial quotes that people have said, photos, keep it all in one place. And you, a survey questions, a template for survey questions, this template, you know, to teach people, hey, can you write a testimonial for me? Can you do a video for me? Which I'll show you a video in a second. You know, and then you send this to them. It's super simple. Okay. Keep it all in one folder somewhere. So you just build it up over time. I've been doing this for at least almost probably 5 years, if not 5 years, like 4.5 plus. I know, because I know when my certain clients signed up and when I got their testimonials. So it just builds up over time. I have dozens of these kinds of things. It's really fun. You can put it, you can use it as your marketing anytime. Okay, here's some cool things I want to share. So you can have them create videos. The reason I put it specific fresh videos is because I teach a lot about energy, and if you have your people in the energy of the work you've been doing together, the video testimonials will have better energy. If they come on and say, hi, I liked Bob, he is great. It's different than, wow, I just had such a great experience with Bob before I was here. I felt like this now I feel like that. You should get to Bob. You know, instead, it's like this heady thing. So get them in the feeling state, and then do, if you can, say if you do live events, you do something live with them. And if it makes sense, of course, we don't want to interrupt their energy and make it weird. But if it makes sense, you know, see if you can get it just a real short little testimonial. I'm going to give you examples of how. So fresh videos really work great for testimonials. So I'll give you an example. If you want to, same thing. I'm going to show you this in a second, but if you want to capture this in case it, you know, you want to see it later, screen capture, take a picture, you can go to my page and look at this, you know, but these are these are 40 seconds. They're not that long. And these actually have an intro and an outro. So your people don't have to talk for a long time. Actually, you don't want them to talk for a long time. People won't listen. So these guys probably talk for like 30 seconds. That's it. And it's just those 5 areas. And some of them don't even, you know, talk about that. It's fine. So I'm going to show you these to give you an idea of what it's like. But these are, what I want to show you more is I want you to feel the energy. This is at a retreat that I was doing. So I want you to feel that. That's why I put it up here, right? Not to toot my own horn, but I want you to feel the difference if they would have done this at home in their living room or in their office versus at this retreat. I just want you to feel the energy here in a second and see in your own mind if there's any way you could create something that was a real strong, if you're going to do video, we'll say, if you're going to do video. If you could find a time where they were really in that energy so people could feel what it was like to work with you. That feeling is how people buy. So think about it as I show you. So I'm gonna give you a little homework because I always do. I don't know if anybody ever does it. But I highly recommend just going for it each week. Just do it, you know, just go for it. Ask 3 or more people that you've worked with or you're working with now for testimonial. And you have some ideas of how to get it. Maybe it's written. Maybe it's a survey, 5 questions, a survey. Maybe more questions, 8 questions, whatever you want to do. Maybe you have them do a video. Maybe you give them options. Hey, I'd love, you know, would you be okay? Maybe you have them do an audio and you pull a quote and you have a picture of them. Maybe you pull a picture from social media. They don't have to send you one. Make it easy on them as possible. Say, maybe you find out first, how do they like to do stuff? And then give them an option on how to do that. That's what I would like to do usually is how do you like to do it? And then teach them how to do it their way. So start with 3, just get a couple, you know, or maybe you want to send out a survey to all your email list if you have an email, but just start with, you know, getting them and stacking them up over time and keeping them, and they'll help you sell more when you put them in your marketing and on your platforms. Okay. So And to show you, how you doing? Thumbs up. All right, is this helpful? You see have you thought some ideas for yourself? Put it in the chat. I'm just curious. I'm going to pull a couple things up. Put it in the chat what you, you know, because you're in the world of massage and now creating online programs. And so I'm just curious, like what kind of testimonial would work best for your process and your business model. And then I'm going to show you something. So I'll show you where I put these. So I have, like, if you want to work with me privately, if you want to talk to me about, you know, coaching and getting support to make more money and all of that, I have instead of going to my website, it's actually speakwithlila.com. Well, it does go to my website here, you'll see, but I send people speakwithlila.com, okay? So it's an application page. It's not really my website. I just want you to get that. Wherever you have yours, that's where this is. So this is an application page, blah, 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 blah. You can go look at it later if you're interested. But what I want to see or show you is where I've put these testimonials. So people are applying to talk to me, and then they're seeing all these other people who said they got results. So there's more confidence in them even before they get on the phone with me, ideally, that other people it's worked for and it could work for them. So I want you to see this and ask yourself, where could you beef up your own expression of marketing and sales, just so other people at the same time are saying, hey, I've got, this is worse. I have results. So that's one thing. And I want to see what David said. You've captured most of the short reviews, automated requests, an application page. An application page is a page where people go to apply. They fill out information. It gets to me. I look at it. And then I reach out to them and schedule an appointment if it makes sense. Now, if they want to make like $20,000 a year, I might offer something else besides a phone call because they're not I want to help six-figure earners. That's six-figure, multiple six-figure earners. That's who I like to work with. So it doesn't really make sense for them to get on the phone with me for a $20,000 a year business when my prices are where they are. They're not going to invest. Not going to make sense for them. So that's what I mean. The application page, I don't get people directly to my calendar. People can't book with me directly. I'm going to look at what they put in there first. And then I'm going to go check them out online. I'm going to check out their website. I'm going to get some information about them first to see if it's a right fit to even talk. Now, not everybody has that business model. That's my model. So that's why I'm saying whatever people are looking at, think about working with you. See if that's a place where you could put some more testimonials, reviews, like you said. And that just beefs up what you're already sharing. So if you have an online program, for example, you might put it on there, you know, that'd be kind of a cool place. I haven't done that before, but it would be cool. On the program information. All right, I'm going to show you one more thing and then we'll hop off. So these are just those testimonials. I'm just going to show you so that you see how short they are. See if this works.
I was just thinking, how many people can say they really love their business coach? How many people can say that they're studying or working with someone who puts money at the center of a spiritual path, right? Because money is such a troublesome topic and worrisome topic for all of us. And it's not just like the elephant in the room, it's like the elephant in our soul.
It's like the elephant in our soul. You feel that, David? I'm just asking, you can unmute. Okay, so I'll just wait. So
yeah, yeah. Elephant. I totally can feel his energy.
Yeah, so you see how you feel him.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm sending you a message here. I'll tell you that because my tech people, the question you ask, I'll have to ask my tech people. They'll know better than I do.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to show you one more. Same thing. It's the feeling state. I want you to pay attention to, so you start thinking about yourself, like, where can I get, this kind of feeling state expressed?
What I love most about this retreat, or what I'm getting out of it, is I'm really connecting with people and getting so many different tools and strategies that I never thought I could bring together. So many different ideas to really take my business to the next level.
Okay. Same thing. Could you feel her? She was like really open, like really in it, like thinking about things, feeling it, right?
Mhm.
So that's the idea here. I just want to show you. It's like, here, you could do all sorts of stuff for testimonials, but I highly recommend starting to build your library of testimonials. They start to sell for you, really.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. You asked me the question about the application page tech stuff. Send me an email. Just
Okay.
drop me that line question. I'll find out. And then we will talk next week here, same time, same place. All right.
What's the best email to send to?
You can send to Lila at thelilaveronica.com.
Okay.
All right.
Lila at thelilaveronica.com.
That's right.
That's right.
Mhm. All right. Well, I will see you soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and go get some people to talk nice about you.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
See you. Bye.